Mills with 3 wickets against the Brisbane Heat in the game the other day. Again, goes flat back with some power, but picks out the sweeper. And that's a strange one, isn't it? Having two of the same teams play so close, especially after such a close game or a weird game in so many ways. Get a player who has scored runs or taken the wickets. Do you take that into the next game with you a little bit? Yeah, I think confidence is a big thing, right? Likes the slog sweep, says Georgia Redmayne. Again, just falling short of Heather Graham on the boundary line. And particularly on the shorter format, as you said, the games are so closely packed in. And, you know, a competition like this, Scorchers obviously only flying in a few days ago and then playing 2 games back to back. So if you can get a little bit of confidence going, it usually tends to get a bit of a roll on, and that's really what you're looking for, particularly in the early start of the competition like this. Staying around the wicket to the right-hander. You're an off-spinner yourself. How much of that discussion transpires with what you're wanting to do? The captain spoke about this with Mornay a little bit earlier on, about who starts to make the decisions about over the wicket, around the wicket. Hits some power and finds the gap. Nicely done there by Georgia Redmayne. You'd be doing your matchups prior to the game. You know, you tend to have your plans for most of their top order batters in particular. You probably kind of have your idea of, you know, what your plan A, what your plan B is, and hopefully plan A works pretty well. But if not, then you've got a couple of options to go to, and that, you know, with the right arm orthodox, obviously not as many change-ups as perhaps the wrist spin, so you do tend to use that change of angle at the crease. So obvious one is coming over or around the wicket. I think Lily Mills, particularly to Georgia Bowl, obviously not trying to give her arm, so bowling into the wicket, try and kind of get her in at a hip, probably maybe just a touch short at the moment, but I'm sure she'll kind of hit her stride in no time. And 100 up there for the Brisbane Heat in that last over. 1 for 101, so a little bit of a headache here for Sophie Devine, trying to figure out how she can get the Scorchers back into this game, because at the moment with 7 overs to go, they're looking at another big total. Reminder, the Hobart Hurricanes in the game before this struck 152 off the back of a brilliant century by Rachel Priest, 107 not out. So a change. The 7th bowler being brought into the attack. It's going to be Betts. Beth Mooney will stay up to the stumps. It's a full toss. First ball once again goes straight over the umpire's head and straight over the boundary line. Or did she get something on it? Might have done a little bit better than I first thought. That was a good effort on the rope if it didn't kick her. I thought it was definitely gone. At least the adjustment from the Brisbane Heat, there was no dawdling in between, wondering whether it had or it hadn't. Let's go up and over again. It does just that. Knows there's space over the top of Sophie Devine. This time finds the boundary. It's almost like they've found a little release valve here. She was trying. She was playing some lovely shots, Redmayne, and just not getting the rewards, but just now feels like she's got the measure of things, knowing where it's coming, being out there for a little while, and it just feels like she's opening up a bit at this stage. And probably picking her bowler as well. You know, they've still got Marizanne Cap's still got another over, and Sophie Devine 2, and Kingy's got another one, and you know, we know how well Heather Graham can finish, so they probably just identified that maybe Betts is the least experienced of the remaining kind of bowlers to come, so perhaps they've identified this as an over to really go after. Sophie Devine going to go with here in terms of field
angle placements now that Vol is on strike. She's got protection down the ground. And goes short of a length. That is not where the protection is. So not bowling to your field and gets punished for it. Cleary looks pretty warm there as well. She's the gloves and the mask. I think the mask probably keeping her warmer than anything else. We don't want to do this.
You do not. Yeah, no, this is a good over for the Heat. I think they really needed one over here just to kind of up the ante again and really...
Yeah, they're looking to go big. Vol looks to do just that, but is held out on the boundary line. It's Petrel who takes the comfortable catch. A much-needed breakthrough for the Perth Scorchers. Just saying before that it felt like it was just opening up a bit, going on the attack a bit more, finding a few boundaries, but on that occasion I thought she'd almost got enough on it. Vol, well-positioned Petrel. Did look good off the bat. She might have just kind of got it, just that top half of it perhaps, and Petrel, some good pair of hands out there. I don't think she's going to put those ones down. So Georgia Vol departs for 24, score on 112, and it looks as if Erin Burns has got exactly what she wanted to see, and it's Laura Kmitz coming up the order, replacing Jess Jonathan with overs to work with here. We know that she's a firepower at the back end of the innings. Can she build one? She got a little start, because I think it was 8 the other day before she was brilliantly caught by Alana King. She will be at the non-strikers end though. Tickle around the corner from Georgia Redmayne. And all of a sudden that dot ball percentage is on its way down as they're finding the gaps more and more here. The Brisbane Heat are successful over there for the Perth Scorchers. The wicket of Georgia Vol falling to Sam Betts. That's 2 for 114 after 14 overs. Interesting to see how this plays out. I'm glad that Kmitz is out there. I think it was the right time to take her out there. You know, obviously JJ's a quality batter as well, but have that right-left-hand combination as well with Georgia Redmayne already established. And then, yeah, I'm very interested to see Kmitz kind of here really open up. You know, she's got really nothing to lose. You know, 2 wickets to fall so far today. The first one was Grace Harris when the score was on 68. She had 34 to her name. And then just in this last over, the second Brisbane Heat wicket to fall was that of Georgia Vol to Sam Betts for 24. So strap yourselves in, people, because if Laura Kmitz does what we're probably all hoping for, unless you're a Perth Scorchers fan, there might be a little bit of fireworks to come. And Kmitz coming in, no surprise. Sophie Devine says, right, come on, Cap, what have you got for us? Straight away, clean. What a power base to hit from, if you don't mind. Well, thank you very much. I mean, they scored 33 off the past 3 overs, and when you talk about the right time to bring in a player like this, first ball makes a bit of a statement, doesn't it? Absolutely glorious, straight down the ground. It made it look so easy too, like she was swatting a fly. Yeah, nice smooth swing, just kind of got rid of that front leg and just had her hands go straight through it. Such a clean hitter, and when she hits them, they well and truly stay here, that's for sure. There was debate the other day in the Super Over where she set herself up for the very first ball that she faced, reverse and try and get it behind the wicket. And people said, when you can hit a ball like that, why wouldn't you set yourself up for that? Of course, the flip of that argument is that she trains for that shot day in, day out, and usually does connect. So, 4 for the first ball. And leaves the second. We'll get it pick up a wide. That was a bit of an angry ball from Cap in response, wasn't it? We were talking about her angry face. I love her. She's such a fiery competitor. Okay, so that's the over. So all of a sudden, Laura Kmitz now knows. You would think she's not going to get too much in Marizanne Cap's half, so she could probably set herself on the front foot here. She does go again. Quick the square leg umpire says, no, that's fair enough. Well executed there from Marazan Cap. Good to know she was watching earlier. Just tweeting you as you're sitting there watching. That's nice, isn't it? When I said nose and toes, so it's been 2 noses. Let's see if the toes are up next. Yep, it's full. Goes with the one-handed pickup. So much talk at the start of this WBBL, particularly off the back of Elise Villani's knock the other day, and they were talking about power hitting and how that's really been brought into the game. It was probably Laura Kmitz that really started a lot of that in the middle, sort of the middle overs and middle order for teams where people were crying out for that number 6 that could come in and just smoke it to all parts. She's the type of player that everyone wants now, is that number 6, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's, becoming a really big part of the game now, that real firepower in the middle. Obviously, we're used to seeing it up top, making most of the power play and that kind of thing. But if you can get someone who can hit to all areas throughout the middle and towards the end of an innings, it's invaluable, really. Also adds to the momentum going into your bowling innings if you are setting and that kind of thing. To the inside of this Georgia Redmayne, just ticks it over. It's just really impressive the amount of the field that she accesses just so well. I really like that about her game. She's just very smart in the way she, I guess, assesses her options and decides which one to use. So, talking of game plans, I thought that was Talia McGrath through the recent series and for the first game of the Strikers. And game plan for Laura Kmitz is see ball, hit ball. But doesn't get away with that. It's game plan to bowl too many 2 full tosses. Full tosses. That I wouldn't have thought so. End of the 15th, 5 to go here for the Brisbane Heat's batting innings. They find themselves sitting at 2 for 122. What a platform here. They could really make a statement after losing that nail-biting game against the Scorchers just the other day. Talk us through this cap over Erin Burns. You know her so well. Hit for 4 from the first ball. What would she have been then thinking? Yeah, obviously wouldn't have been terribly happy with that. Maybe a touch over pitched. Great shot, obviously. And then, just trying to mix up length, I think. Push her back a little bit. We know that, she's so strong down the ground. And then going really, really full. That step hit length is just, you just cannot bowl that to Laura Kmitz. She will hit you over the fence every day of the week. And then I don't think that one was planned particularly, but she managed to get away with it. So, I think she's the key, I think, to Laura Kmitz is just, as I said, just going either really, really, really full out of toes and not allowing her to get underneath it. Devine back into the attack, and Laura Kmitz did exactly what? Oh no, she hasn't. It's been dropped. Alana King, who is usually so handy underneath a sky ball, has put down Laura Kmitz. And most people will now be thinking, how much is that going to cost the Perth Scorchers? I just looked like the bat shifted in her hand at contact there and didn't get up all of it. And King will be really disappointed with herself there. She got herself into position, but just popped out. We saw a brilliant catch by Annabelle Sutherland on the ropes earlier. Looks to get a little fancy. There's a fumble by Mooney, which the Brisbane Heat will capitalise on. Let's have a look at this drop catch. Kmitz looking to do what she did against Cap. Didn't quite get it all. Alana King drops it and... I think that's the reaction from most people sitting at home, Mel. There's always a mic on, there's always a camera on. No, and the weird thing is, when they went to that shot, I thought I was live and suddenly went, oh. Oh dear. Thanks for the added entertainment. That is skied, it's off a top edge. So it's hanging and falls. I'm really bad at keeping the emotions in. No, let it pop. You're not going to get much of that. So Redmayne with the skied ball brings up a 50
second match here of the WBBL. She's coming off good form in the 100. She's been hanging around the Aussie team, has been picking up some skills there, and she's brought it into the WBBL. Yeah, really nice, controlled, mature, just short innings from her. The call is catch it. Some of those awkward ones for Peschel if she charged off the boundary line. Here, just being skied, not quite controlled, just landing, in pockets, just put in between fielders. Tend to think something's about to happen. Kimmins goes boom. There's someone out there, and again another chance to take a specky catch on Bellerive Oval today. We've seen 4 or 5 of them already. And that one goes down.
I think that was Heather Graham, was it? She's got a good pair of hands. Yeah, just a few moments that catches going down, just allowing them to keep pressure on. Whereas we saw in the first game today, it was the other way around. That outstanding fielding, just putting the squeeze on all the time. 16 overs gone, 2 for 130. This is Georgia Redmayne's 50. She opened up with Grace Harris, and they got things going very quickly. Yeah, loves it there, doesn't she? As we said, she just rocks back on that back foot so well, and she managed to pounce on anything with wit. So both hitting over the field and through. Georgia will be really, really happy with that. Great little start to her tournament. That chest will be puffed out. It's already puffed out. She likes a little bit of a little shoulder shimmy between the wickets, but hopefully she can continue this on and get her team to a really, really solid total here. Shoulder shimmy. She loves a shoulder shimmy. You watch it. Look at it here. That over the shoulder, just assessing the conditions, just ready for the close-up. A couple little happy snaps.
You're not a shoulder shimmier?
I shimmy more for me.
Yeah, that's nice. Really nice. Flat and fast down the ground. It's a good area to strike. 4 overs to go. Looking at a pretty decent total here. This is another good bat first sort of. We've gone past again, so 130 was the average first score, or score for the team batting first before today, and we've seen that surpassed by both teams today. Wonder if maybe there's a part of settling into the competition, perhaps, just to do with the pitch. There it is, the reverse. She sets herself up early, and it's gone straight to the fielder. Yep, Chloe Paparo says thank you very much. And that is a big wicket taken, because Kimmins was dropped by King on 6. It has only cost them 3 runs, most critically for the Perth Scorchers. That must be one of those ones where batter just goes, why did I fall for that? I've fallen for the trap absolutely perfectly. Fielder in exactly the right position. She just straight to her in the end, didn't she? It was good effort too. She had to dive. She had to work for it a bit, but she'll be kicking herself, won't she? Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things, half metre either way, and it was probably through to the boundary. And Mel mentioned that she attempted that one in the super over. It didn't quite come off, and people will always kind of sit back and go, why'd you do that? But as you said, it's a shot that she plays 9 times out of 10 and comes away and reaps her rewards. Just doesn't come off just yet. But great catch there by Chloe Paparo. It's probably not one that she was expecting, but she absolutely gobbled that up. So that was fantastic work there at short fine. Jess Johnson again slotted down the order as Annika Bosch comes in. Onto the front foot through the offside. Thought she was really good in the super over. I know they didn't win it, but I thought she was quite impressive, Bosch, in the previous match between these two. Yeah, I think it takes a lot coming into a new team, never having played in the WBBL in a super over, and come in and do what she did. So that's skied. This is a favoured area of Georgia Redmayne. She doesn't get it all, and Sophie Devine has put it down. Wow. You don't see that too often.
and I thought she had it for all money there, but yeah, perhaps a bit of cold hands and
she thought she was out too. She made the face. It just dropped straight through her fingers. She won't be happy with that at all, Sophie Devine.
Yeah, sometimes it is hard. At the end of an innings, there's a few catches that have gone down. You know, a few balls that have fallen just shy of fielders as well. Sometimes it's hard to try and kind of keep your head up and keep tacking away at it.
Inside edge. You can't do too much about that one. And it's going to be a little teaser towards the boundary line. Just pulls up short.
Yeah, sometimes you just feel like everything isn't going your way.
17 overs gone. The fielding hasn't been up to scratch so far today from the Perth Scorchers, with a number of catches going down.
Yeah, this one here, like, he had to do a lot of work to get there. Unfortunately, kind of put that one down. I guess this one again, another hard chance down there at deep backward square. And then again, this one just here from Georgia Redmayne. Plenty of air underneath it. Just Sophie Devine just didn't quite make enough ground early, I don't think. I think she probably left it a little bit late. And just that last little ditch effort just kind of went straight through their hands there. So yeah, they'll be definitely disappointed, the Scorchers, that they haven't capitalised on those opportunities.
Yeah, 3 catches gone down. There's also a mis-stumping by Beth Mooney of Georgia Redmayne when she was on 28. King back into the attack. Straight away, Redmayne going across the line to the onside. It's all or nothing here for the Brisbane Heat. They've got wickets in the shed. They've got 3 overs to work with. They've still got the likes of Jess Jonathan and Hinkley to come. And you wonder too if that really burned them losing the previous match that they played the way that they did, just giving a little extra motivation perhaps. Bosch now on strike to the leg spin of King. Bosch is coming off a brilliant year herself. She toured with South African emerging team. She's hit hundreds against Zimbabwe. She averaged 49.5 on those 2 tours against Zimbabwe and Bangladesh. She had a great half century against India. And with that, that's usually what happens. You pump her up. Beth Mooney says, I've learned from my previous miss-stumping. I've stayed cool, calm, collected under the pressure, and they've picked up Brisbane Heat's 4th wicket, that of Annika Bosch.
Oh, I just love that reaction from Beth Mooney. You can see how much it means to her. She just gets so filthy with herself when she does, in the very rare occasions, have a little bit of a mishap. I have seen her on the ping pong table, can confirm that she is equally as competitive on recreational sports as she is in competitive sports. So a lot of sharp work too. Very sharp work. With us from side on, Bosch well and truly out of the ground. No opportunity of getting back in that position. A little bit of disdain there from Beth Mooney. Still probably thinking about that stumping. It was disdain with herself. Yep. at the end of it, wasn't it? Yeah, take that, Beth Mooney, from Beth Mooney. So still no Jess Jonathan. At the crease now, joining Redmayne. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Perhaps the left-right combination is what they're going for, but yeah, I would have thought potentially JJ would have. Be off pad, we might just wait to see if that's confirmed as leg bias. It is. Score still ticks over. It's a 4 for 139. Do you think teams can sometimes, we're talking about this with Morgan before, getting a bit too funky with the left hand, right hand? I think sometimes, yeah. I think, it is all well and good, and I think you think about matchups and all that kind of thing, but I don't know, for me, you put your best batter in next. Look, no disrespect to Michaela Hinkley, I've seen her bowl many a ball, but I think you probably do putting Jess Jonathan in here unless she's carrying something that potentially she doesn't want to stress too much before the
deliveries to go in this first innings of match 7 for WBBL. And the Brisbane Heat are 4 for 140, looking to post a very competitive total indeed. Yeah, at this point, it's still 2 overs, so we're looking at bettering perhaps the score that we saw in the first game. As Graham comes back into bowl. Drags it off its line. Does Redmayne. So we're looking to Graham to finish off.
जलालपुर भी जाना भी है।
आप तो इसी में नहीं जला रखे उन्होंने, क्या बात। हाँ वो भी, हाँ मेन तो रजिस्ट्री है।